My name is Hamid Zaremohazabieh, and during this presentation, I would like to talk about my fundamental elements of my game model and training model. For the first slide, as you can see here, to develop a game model, we need to know who are we, how do we want to play, how do we coach, and what's the future Canadian players. Who are we? For me, as an OPDL coach and as a member of Richmond Hill Soccer Club, the motto is Dare to Dream. And my game philosophy, my coaching philosophy, is about creating a safe environment where players can set goals and work hard to achieve them. I focus on these values: player-centered, discipline, hard work, teamwork and collaboration, respect and integrity, commitment, and above all, I believe in making sure the sessions are fun and enjoyable for everyone while also being competitive. How do you want to play? The basic system for my game model is 4-3-3, and depends on the situation. It can be uh, played with 2-6, two CDMs, or one CDM. Style of play. I'm a big fan of playing and moving the ball fast by focusing on counter-attack. I would like to use a mid-block defense to create space for the front players to implement the counter-attack. Always consider to have at least 3 fast players as winger or striker in the roster, and would like to play forward as soon as possible instead of keeping the ball too long. I divide let's talk about the field geography. I divide the field horizontally in 5 different channels. In the middle, there's a central channel, 2 half channels around the central channel, and 2 wide channels. Field geography vertically are I divide to 4 zones: zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 1 and 2 in our half, zone 3 and 4 in opponent's half. Zone 1 is a build-up zone, 2 is build-up and creation, zone 3 is creation, and zone 4 is the final act. I believe in 5 principles in attacking: dispersal, mobility, support, penetration, and creativity. Also, I believe in 5 principles in defending: compactness, deny, delay, direct, control, and restraint. I believe in 5 moments in a game. AO, or attacking organizations, means when we have the ball. DT, or defensive transition, it means we just lost the ball. DO, or defensive organization, it means they have the ball. AT, or attacking transition, it means we just won the ball back. And the last one is set plays. In this presentation, I was told that I need just to talk about one moment of the game. So in this presentation, I would like to talk about the AO, attacking organization. But before talking about the AO, I need to explain guiding principles. Guiding principles is a tool or support tools that guide the players to make quicker and better decisions more often and more quickly. I have created these guiding principles, so that the player can better understand what I want them to do. Let's talk about attacking organization, or AO. It means to create the most effective shape as soon as possible in order to impose a dominant style of play on the opponent. What are the guiding principles for the AO? Create width. Expand field by stretching opponent. Open up. We need to spread out. On marking, find space from opponent. It can be bigger space or the space in between the opponents. Create overload, or +1 principle. It means increase player number in a specific area strategically to have more numbers. 360 support. It means the player on the ball must have support around him, ahead, alongside, and underneath. coordinated movement. Playing movement, players moving together to control the situation. Sometimes we need the coordination movement to break the opponent down. Through before around. It means rather than rotate the ball, it's better to use split passes or breaking the line if it's possible. When skipped, support underneath. Support player on the ball after breaking the line. It means that when we break after breaking line, we have to move up or move up to support the players on the ball, to put on the ball. And the last and not the least, highest tempo. Every single action that we doing during the game or training, it should be at the highest speed, at the highest level. So keeping the speed of play high and urging the opponent back line to be alert. Okay, let's talk about the team shape. Based on how the opponent plays, I apply two shape for AO part in the build-up phase. If the opponent play with mid block, I play with from shape of 2-3-2-3, or if the opponent started pressing high, I use 3-4-3. If the opponent start playing in a low block, maybe I use the formation 2-3-4-1 or 3-2-4-1. Based on the situation, I pick one of them and ask the players to do. Let's talk about the first one. I mean the build-up phase. I mean the left side AO when the right side, sorry, the AO when the opponent wants to start high press. In this situation, our strategy is to break the line and get behind the first defending line of the opponents. The tactics could be guiding principles can be create width on marking, create overload, when skip support underneath, and through before around. And the skill set for the players can be first touch, awareness, quality of pass, decision making, composure, and confidence. Let's start with the first one. This one. Look, we have the ball. We want to start build up, and the other team's play formation is 4-3-3, and they are starting high press. In this situation, I ask one of the fullback. I started with 3 backs, 2 center backs, and 1 fullback stays here. Number 2 holding midfielder in zone 2. One of our fullbacks, left back, is here, and as the right back is in here, I ask the winger to come to cover this space, to stay in this space for the space, sorry. And the strategy is that these 2 players receive the ball because there are bigger space in here. Also, I ask, number 7 is here, I ask number 7 instead of staying number 10, and no, sorry, number 9, instead of staying in here, try to slide to the next to the left back to force him to stay back so that this players has enough space to receive the ball. Number 10 should run behind the number 6, almost this area. If the ball comes this area, come here to force him stay back. Also attract these 2 players as well. This player number 11, if as the ball travels to the right, should come over almost here next to the number 5, force him to stay back. And these 2 players also, these 2 players must come to the zone 1 almost in here to attack these 2 players. If these 2 players follow them, so now there is a bigger space in here. If these 2 players don't follow these players, so they can receive the ball and turn. Let's start with the strategy. Ball to the right. Look here. Now this create width. We are open, spread out. And now in this situation, we have overload. And this player attacks this one. This player attacks this one. Number 10 is here to force him to stay back. Number 9, so same. And now number 7 is free to receive the ball. He's available. Now we can easily break the line and pass the ball to number 7. Let's see. And now pass number 7. And here again, After breaking the line, support underneath. When I skip, support underneath. And these two players, this 1, 2, 3 option in back, one option always all the way, all the other side, I mean. Oh, two options are here, and look, number 11 is next to number 5, and number 9 next to number 3, force them back, stay back. Now number 6 doesn't know what he must do. Come over here to start defending or stay with number 10. It's a bit confused. Now let's get it going. And now we'll find number 10, and now we are in the zone 3 and ready to score a goal or create opportunity to score a goal. And that's it. Now he has a chance to go and score. And what if the opponent doesn't play with the low high press and tries to play in mid block and formation 4-4-4-4-2. In this situation, I ask my players, I mean number 10, number 3, number 2, number 10, number 8, number 11, and number 7. These 6 players have a vital role in this situation. I ask them to rotate. How? As the ball travels, number 8 and number 10 should drop almost in here in this area, and number 7 comes all the way here to gap to stay in this gap to receive, and number 11 almost come over here, and number 2 and number 3 move all the way to the sides. Again, number 8, number 10, number 2, number 3, number 11, and number 7. This kind of coordinated movement try to break down the opponent and try to distract the opponent. No, now when look, go ahead a bit. Now in this, look, this is the shape. Okay, look here, number 6, number 10, number 8, 3. Now number 11 doesn't know. He should go and mark him, defend him, mark him. Number 3, number 7 is forcing number 3 to stay back. Now number 2 is open. Same for this area. Now let's move forward. And now again, number 7 doesn't know what he must do, stay or defend. Number 11 the same. For forward. And now we are in zone 3 and you can go easily and score a goal. Or create opportunity to score a goal. Let's explain again. In this area, as you can see, the formation is 4-4-2 and there is a gap in here and this side. We need this space to penetrate to this space or this area. That's why the rotation of the players, the combination play of these players is so important, and the skill set can help a lot in this. It's also important. These two players must be a great fullback. You can all the way move all the way almost here and go back. And let's get back to the presentation in here. And I talked about the high press. I talked about the strategy for rotation. I mean the mid block of the opponent. And I have another strategy if the opponent in the low block. But there is no time to talk about this one as well. Let's move ahead. Defensive organization moment. Different strategy, different shape for defensive organization. Tactics and mid block defensive organization, high press for us, attacking transition. What's the strategy? How we want to play defensive transition, and different guiding principles and how do you want to play. And this is the and the last one is set plays, to having a clear strategy for tactics in both attacking and defending set plays. And now, how do we want to coach? How do we coach? Sorry. In my training model, I believe there are some principles. Players, It means who are the players, what age, what gender, what the level. Realism, if the practice is like a game or not. Enjoyment, if the players motivated to having to play and having are they have and do they have fun. Organization or environment, is everything well organized? How much how is the what is the size of the pitch, and are every equipment ready to have a great practice? Session objective. What are the objectives of session? What do we want to work on? It's AO, it's DT, it's DO, it's AT. What's that? Challenge. Is this session challenging enough for the players? Are they able to face this challenges and overcome? And the last one is the periodization, based on the what time of the season I want to design the practice. Training session components. In my training session, there are some components: activation part, main part, and game. And each part has its own elements. Practice methodology. I prefer progressive part method. I would like to come to break down the big task to a smaller one, and try to and after that I try to connect its parts to create a bigger to help them to be perfect in complex skills. And coaching, I used to use command style approach, like this dictator, but to be honest, now everything is changed, and I strongly believe in transformational coaching, and for eyes in idealized influence, I individualize consideration in spiritual motivation and intellectual stimulation. Coaching process. I believe in 6 is as the diploma course, but to me, coaching process is not just on the field. I believe in coaching process off the field as well. I mean, for example, I strongly believe in classroom session for explain part or educate part. For the engage part, I try to send the session plan the night before of the practice, and also talk about the objective of the session at the beginning of each week. The players be ready mentally for the practice. Also, video clips works for me a lot. And the last and not the least is the feedback from the players. And I try to once a month receive their feedback. My coaching techniques is direct instructions or questioning or feedback, but for me the questioning is the most important one during the pre-brief, intervention, debrief, or classroom session. And the last part is the future Canadian players. To me, if a players want to develop players, we need to work on 4 corners: technical and tactical ability, emotional, mental, and physical. Each season, I try to have 3 evaluation for the players: preseason, mid-season, and postseason, and I try to evaluate them based on 4 corners. And the last one is player positional profile. As I said, there are 4 corners, and I would like to talk about 4 corners of the center backs in here. Physical attributes can be for the center back can be vertical jump, strength, power, agility, and high speed runs. And mental attributes for the center back can be composure, courage, resilient, anticipation, and reliable. As a technical aspect, for the AO, a varied quality passing range, ability to play with limited touches comfortably, good dribbling ability and comfortable running with the ball to engage, ability to switch the play with the quality, defending transition, defending skills 1v1, defending skills when outnumbers, ability to cover space, ability to support, and ability to keep the opponent center forward. And the last one is the tactical attributes. It can be based on each part of each moment can have different attributes. For example, AO can be eliminate one set line, low risk and high risk, and create depth with create depth and width, support under this alongside, front triangle, and away from the ball, keeping attacking shape, squeeze the switch. And I have for every single position position our profile, and that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and thanks for my great mentor.